The pro-choice position dehumanizes people just like the Nazis did is a terrible argument. I have a ton of experience in abortion conversation and debate, and I have my bachelor's degree in philosophy, so this is how I defend my pro-choice position against arguments like this. A lot of people will respond to my pro-choice argument by saying that trying to discover a difference between personhood and humans is exactly what the Nazis and slave owners did to justify their actions. Therefore, my argument is bad. What you are fighting against when you say something like that is just philosophy. By trying to discover what personhood is, that makes you a Nazi is a very weird way of saying we aren't supposed to challenge things, we want to keep things the same. Was it dehumanization to figure out self-defense laws? Was it dehumanizing to allow the killing of Nazis in the war? Is it dehumanizing when we try to figure out medically whether people are dead or alive, even when certain parts of their body are functioning normally? To do that, people had to come together and figure out why is it okay to kill people in certain contexts but not others. Why can you kill somebody in self-defense if they're threatening your life? Quick, don't think about it too much, otherwise you'll be a Nazi. Thankfully, arguments can be more or less powerful based on their connection to the truth, or the strength of their argument. The connection to the truth that the Nazis had when they were arguing about whether or not Jews are people, thankfully, was incredibly low. There is no reason to believe, besides personal experience and bias, that Jews aren't as human as other humans are. The argument for pro-choice, thankfully, is way better than that. It relies on the same arguments we use for medically assisted deaths or determining death, philosophical arguments for veganism or consciousness, legal laws about self-defense and justified killing, and a plethora of neuroscience and biomedical research. Even if Nazis had the same evidence backing as pro-choice people do, you still can't pigeonhole ideas based on who abused them. Most, if not every, system and thought process can be used for evil if used effectively. That's true for capitalism, religion, and anything else pro-life people usually like to defend. You can't just imagine that a philosophical conclusion is the truth and then argue to avoid that. The possible genocide of allowing abortion isn't enough to say that you shouldn't allow it. You have to also speak about how likely it is that it is to be true. These are called prior odds, and you should take them into account when you're deciding whether something is good or bad for society. So this is one dialogue tree that you'll probably find yourself going down, especially for trying to get involved in the abortion conversation. I'm going to be going through as many of these as I possibly can, so if you like this kind of content, this kind of philosophy breaking down, you should definitely follow me so that I can debate and argue with more people.